Did we mention the part about the horsepower?
Meteorologist Jeff Baskin, weeknights at 5, 6, and 11 on KOIN News 6.
Good evening, I'm Maurice Dubois. Terrorists strike again, and once again, Bali and Western tourists are the targets. We'll have the latest on the carnage and the investigation. And we'll also have these stories.
The Western fire season's erupted, but disaster's been averted. I'm Jerry Bowen on the gutsy fire crews who fought back.
The water's receded, but the fury's just begun to surface. I'm Joey Chen in New Orleans with those who have begun to dig out.
Looking at Rita's damage from space, I'm Cynthia Bowers in Grove, Texas. Until today, that was the only way residents could see their homes.
This is the CBS Evening News.
At least 2 Americans are among the wounded in today's terror attacks in Indonesia, which killed at least 24 people. The explosions happened on the island of Bali, the same place that was struck by terrorists 3 years ago. And investigators believe the same group linked to Al-Qaeda is responsible for these attacks. Elizabeth Palmer has the latest.
The 3 powerful bombs went off within minutes of each other, one caught on amateur video. All 3 restaurants had been crowded with diners, many of them foreign tourists. As rescue workers evacuated the injured, police cordoned off the blast sites and began collecting evidence. Although no one has claimed responsibility, experts say the attacks look like the work of the extremist group Jemaah Islamiyah, which claims links to Al-Qaeda and which has organized a series of terrorist attacks. Almost exactly 3 years ago, the same organization bombed a crowded nightclub in Bali, killing 202 people. Since then, it's also attacked a McDonald's restaurant, a Marriott hotel, and the Australian embassy in Jakarta. Tonight, as the death toll climbed, local hospitals filled with dazed vacationers looking for friends and relatives.
Yeah, where are they?
Tourism is the main source of income on this Indonesian island, and it was just beginning to recover after the nightclub attack in 2002. Tonight's bombs are sure to put an end to that, as millions of foreigners go looking for beach holidays anywhere but Bali. Elizabeth Palmer, CBS News, London.
Now to the wildfire situation in Southern California. What's being called a totally unpredictable fire in Burbank, north of downtown Los Angeles, has grown to more than 1,000 acres, threatening 70 homes. There are 2 other major fires in the region. Firefighters apparently have averted disaster in the largest in Topanga Canyon. Jerry Bowen has that story.
It's an inferno that's run wild in the canyons northwest of Los Angeles. Walls of fire raging near the rooftops. And yet, at house after house, fire crews have stood their ground in the dense smoke and embers and won.
What we had was men and women on the line in fire engines, squirting water, knocking that down, and then bumping up to the next neighborhood at risk.
3,000 firefighters on the ground, a small air force of tankers and helicopters bombing the blaze from above.
Once you protect one house, then you got to move on to the next, the next, the next.
And at a time when government has seemed unable to come to the rescue, it worked here. 2,000 homes that could have been charred timber are still standing, including Rich and Polly Grimm's.
I got all my suits there, Polly.
They came back home to find everything okay. But the night of 50-foot flames they ran from and the firefighters who stayed to fight still haunt them.
They made their stand with the helicopters along that ridge. They wouldn't allow it to come down.
And it would only part sometimes. I mean, black smoke was pouring over the thing, and then you'd get a big shot of, leaping up flames and stuff. It was scary.
And it was stopped just 75 feet away.
It's an ashtray. Beyond our beautiful little couple hills that we have here, we were spared. We were spared from that fire.
Thousands of homeowners feel as though they've dodged a bullet, but one local official said that's simply not true. The firefighters have been blocking the bullets, one line of fire at a time. Just ask all those homeowners who still have a home.
They stood in my backyard as I slept last night. These are all my boys right here.
These firefighters are unbelievable.
Feel lucky?
I think we think it's thankful for the fire department.
Fate in these canyons has always been as fickle as the winds. This time it was tamed by one firefighter after another on the ground. Jerry Bowen, CBS News, Oak Park, California.
Thousands of New Orleans residents are returning home this weekend, or trying to, now that authorities have reopened the neighborhoods of roughly 1/3 of the population. Joey Chen has more on the sights, sounds, and odors that are greeting the homeward bound.
Saturday dawned as it might anywhere, with chores around the house. But here the chores are massive and wretched.
You do what you have to do to survive now. It's just a different ball game. It's a different way of life now.
The first to return took on the ugly jobs, scrubbing out filth, wiping away mold, hauling off the scraps left of battered homes and businesses. For the most part, do-it-yourself projects. Trash is dragged pile after pile to the curb, but no one comes to pick it up. We can show you how bad it looks. We can't show you how bad it smells. The kind of putrid stench in this city you just can't get out of your nose.
I put, I guess, about 20 gallons of bleach in each location just to try to kill the flies before we even started.
With only one employee back to help, Margan spent days clearing rotten food from his 5 restaurants. City leaders are counting on his kind of can-do spirit to do what they have not, get New Orleans rolling again. With so little to take credit for, even the weather is up for grabs.
It's time for us to really focus on bringing in more sunshine into the city. It's time to bring New Orleans back. Standing with me today is the Bring Back New Orleans Commission.
The mayor handpicked a team of movers and shakers to figure out the city's future, but the reception is already skeptical.
I'm so sick to death of these damn commissions, I don't know what to do.
From his grand home on St. Charles Avenue, Doc John Ernst worries Louisiana's history of political corruption is set to repeat itself.
And I mean no unkindness to Mayor Nagin, because so far I don't know that there's been any casting of suspicion on his regime.
But it's enough to worry about.
I think it's always something to worry about.
The mayor hopes that commission will have a working plan in place by the end of this year. Meantime, in the city, they're trying to get the good times rolling again. In the few bars that are open, like the one behind me, they're finding plenty of customers, Maurice.
So, Joey, I'm wondering, if folks in New Orleans are skeptical of how the money is being spent, how should the rest of us take it?
Well, the mayor certainly knows that's an issue, and to that end, he's loaded up his panel with lots of big names, business leaders, and he's promised a lot of transparency over how the money will be spent.
Okay, Joey Chen in New Orleans for us. Thanks. Residents of many southeast Texas towns are finally heading home this weekend. 7 days after Hurricane Rita struck the area, roadblocks to the Port Arthur area are finally down. Cynthia Bowers found some residents getting their first look.
It just barely missed the bay windows.
After one long week of holding his breath and hoping, today Carl Wiedenfield was finally able to get back to his Port Arthur home. Finally able to exhale.
That was the worst part, not knowing if your property was still there or not there or what kind of shape it was in.
Alton Wolf got a scare when he couldn't see his house for the tree.
So when you're driving back, is there any sense of, like, you know, you kind of want to see and you're kind of afraid to see?
Oh, yeah, there's a sense of dread and anxiety, certainly.
But he's one of the lucky ones.
One full week after Rita, yes, people in hard-hit southeast Texas can come home, but these communities remain virtual ghost towns with no electricity, water, or sewer. Conditions are considered too primitive for people to stay, even potentially dangerous.
That's why folks were allowed back in, only with the understanding that they have until dusk to get back out.
So we're just trying to make use of the time that we have from 7 to 7.
Before today, this satellite picture that NOAA put on its website was as close as Danny DeMint and many others could get to their property. From space, he could tell his parents' house was still standing, but that wasn't nearly enough for his father, who needed to see it with his own eyes.
Yeah, he's been really anxious. It's been kind of sitting on pins and needles.
For the Wiedenfelds, even this brief glimpse was enough to put their minds at ease, but they fully understand they won't be able to call this home for quite a while.
And so that could be for a month.
It could be for months, months.
Cynthia Bowers, CBS News, Groves, Texas.
Still to come on tonight's CBS Evening News, up close and personal. The president's people person and her listening tour to the Middle East.
Tired of cleaning the old-fashioned way? Brushing, squirting, and sweating. It takes all day. Hi, I'm Mary Ferguson, and those days are over. Introducing Ultimate Scrubber, the new handheld portable power cleaner that does all your household cleaning in half the time. Look, with ordinary brushes, no matter how hard you try, you can only generate around 80 scrubs per minute. But with Ultimate Scrubber, just press the button, and it does 300 scrubs per minute to power clean away dirt and grime like never before. And you don't have to use those harsh chemicals with strong fumes which make you sick. The secret is our powerful motor that spins non-stop to break up tough stains, supercharging your favorite cleaner to be up to 20 times more effective, guaranteed. Snap on the fabric brush and spot clean stains off laundry, or use our utility brush to clean up after kids in seconds. Look, cleaning into corners and tight areas is frustrating. But now use our exclusive twister brush and power clean hard-to-access areas easily and effectively. Ultimate Scrubber even power cleans dust and grime off AC vents in seconds. Ultimate Scrubber even polishes. Now gently restore shine to your wood furniture in no time. Cut your cleaning time in half with Ultimate Scrubber for $19.95. And here's even a better deal. Call in the next 10 minutes and we'll give you a second scrubber free. Keep one in your car to help clean up after fast food accidents. And as a special gift, we'll also give you our automotive kit to easily buff those nicks and scratches off your paint. If Ultimate Scrubber is not the most amazing cleaning tool, return it for a full refund of the purchase price. You get it all. 2 complete Ultimate Scrubbers, the automotive kit, and the guarantee. An $80 value, all for just $19.95. This is a TV-only offer and is not available in stores, so call now.
Call 1-800-972-4987 to get your Ultimate Scrubber for only $19.95 plus $8.95 shipping and handling. Must be 18 or older to call.
Chargers, Pats. Jets, Ravens. The NFL, coast to coast. Sunday on CBS.
2 more U.S. soldiers were killed today by bombs in Iraq. And around Qim, near the Syrian border, about 1,000 troops began the 4th major U.S. offensive since May against insurgent strongholds. Another U.S. soldier has also been killed in southern Afghanistan in a grenade and small arms attack. At odds with congressional testimony of his top general, President Bush insisted today that Iraqi troops are making progress against the insurgents. Meanwhile, to help remake the battered U.S. image in the Middle East, Mr. Bush sent a trusted political confidant to the region. Mark Knoller tells us how it turned out.
As a political advisor, Karen Hughes helped George W. Bush win the presidency by casting him as a compassionate leader. Now, as Undersecretary of State for Public Diplomacy, she's trying to improve the U.S. image in the Arab and Muslim world.
My job is to foster dialogue, and to foster dialogue between my country and people of different countries.
Hughes is back from her first diplomatic mission, a 5-day trip to Egypt, Saudi Arabia, and Turkey, billed as a listening tour. And at each stop, she got an earful, including repeated expressions of resentment about the U.S.-led invasion of Iraq and American support for Israel.
War makes the rights of women completely erased, and poverty comes after wars.
This was the education of Karen Hughes to the complications of the Middle East.
What's your name? Muhammad. Muhammad, so nice to meet you. What's your name?
Islam.
Mom, I'm Karen.
Using her considerable people skills, Hughes tried to make a connection by walking the streets of Cairo, Jeddah, and Istanbul. It's the kind of grip and grin American candidates do, but does it work overseas?
The folksy image that she tries to project, I'm a mom, I love children, and that sort of thing, simply does not go down well in the Arab world, because she is there as a politician.
Yet as Hughes is trying to win support abroad for administration policies, President Bush is stepping up efforts to persuade Americans that the U.S. engagement in Iraq is sound and we should stay the course. Mark Knoller, CBS News, the White House.
Just ahead on tonight's CBS Evening News, why an American paid $20 million to take a ride today into space.
Here's some inside information from Betty Crocker. It's the most exciting thing you can do with the inside of a cake. Introducing the Betty Crocker Bacon Fill, a delightful new pan that lets you prepare a cake with all kinds of delicious fillings. Imagine the look on your child's face when you cut into the cake and there's his favorite flavor of ice cream or her favorite gelatin. And who wouldn't enjoy a cake filled with delicious fresh fruit? The secret is these 3 separate sections. Just pour your favorite Betty Crocker cake mix into the main bake-and-fill pan and lock on this special inner chamber. Now pour more cake mix into this base pan and put them both in to bake. When they're done, remove the insert, add your filling to the center cavity, and cover it with the base. In no time, you'll have the greatest cake you ever made.
Making an exciting cake with my Betty Crocker Bacon Fill is so easy. And everything's non-stick, so there's no messy cleanup.
These are the kind of desserts you'll find in the finest restaurants. Ice cream cakes, Italian-filled torts, even baked Alaska. Or you can simply fill your cake with a different Betty Crocker cake mix. Just fill the inner chamber instead of the base. Now make all your cakes extra special. Make them Betty Crocker Bacon Fill cakes. You'll get the bacon fill pan, the inner chamber, and the base pan, complete with instructions and Betty Crocker recipes, all for only $19.95. Guaranteed to delight you or your money back. Call now and we'll also include this special dome pan that lets you make holiday cakes like this. Or give your young baseball hero a celebration he'll never forget. It's yours free. Just pay shipping and handling. Plus, we'll give you over $5 worth of coupons. Good for your favorite General Mills products. So don't delay. Order your Betty Crocker Bacon Fill now.
To order your Betty Crocker Bacon Fill for $19.95 plus $7.95 shipping and handling, call 1-800-481-3893. Or send check or money order to Betty Crocker Bacon Fill, 2 Morgan Avenue, Norwalk, Connecticut. Must be 18 years or older to order.
The delay indictment and the problems facing the Republican Party, plus head of U.S. Central Command General John Abizaid on the war in Iraq, face the nation Sunday.
A Russian rocket is on its way to the International Space Station tonight, carrying a U.S.-Russian crew and one extremely wealthy American passenger. Beth Noble tells us space tourism is back in business.
On this Russian rocket, an American dream is coming true. Gregory Olson, an entrepreneur from New Jersey, is now the world's 3rd space tourist, and his goal is more than just to enjoy the ride.
I have a number of science experiments planned. I'm also doing 3 medical experiments for the European Space Agency. So if I'm lucky, I'll have a lot to do.
Olson is a 60-year-old scientist who made a fortune building high-tech sensors and cameras, some of which he'll use in his experiments on board. That's why he prefers the term flight participant to tourist.
No matter what you call him, Olson spent $20 million on his flight. Most of that will go to the chronically underfunded Russian Space Agency, for which tourism is a very earthly way to make extra cash.
Olson is the Russians' first paying passenger since the Space Shuttle Columbia accident 2 years ago. Though the grounding of the American shuttle fleet has slowed the flow of space tourists, interest in traveling to the cosmos remains sky high.
And the fact that Greg is now the 3rd one to do this, almost, the 3rd time is the charm, has really brought out a lot more people who are very interested in this.
Olson had hoped to fly last year, but had to postpone because of a health problem. Doctors later gave him the green light, allowing Olson to boldly go where only 2 other tourists have gone before. Beth Noble, CBS News, Moscow.
And on this next to last day of the regular baseball season, the New York Yankees beat arch-rival Boston to clinch the American League East title. But the Red Sox are still in the fight for the wild card with the Cleveland Indians. Coming up next on tonight's CBS Evening News, a new drive to recruit teens to law enforcement.
Tired of cleaning the old-fashioned way? Brushing, squirting, and sweating. It takes all day. Hi, I'm Mary Ferguson, and those days are over. Introducing Ultimate Scrubber, the new handheld portable power cleaner that does all your household cleaning in half the time. Look, with ordinary brushes, no matter how hard you try, you can only generate around 80 scrubs per minute. But with Ultimate Scrubber, just press the button, and it does 300 scrubs per minute to power clean away dirt and grime like never before. And you don't have to use those harsh chemicals with strong fumes which make you sick. The secret is our powerful motor that spins non-stop to break up tough stains, supercharging your favorite cleaner to be up to 20 times more effective, guaranteed. Snap on the fabric brush and spot clean stains off laundry. Or use our utility brush to clean up after kids in seconds. Look, cleaning into corners and tight areas is frustrating. But now use our exclusive twister brush and power clean hard-to-access areas easily and effectively. Ultimate Scrubber even power cleans dust and grime off AC vents in seconds. Ultimate Scrubber even polishes. Now gently restore shine to your wood furniture in no time. Cut your cleaning time in half with Ultimate Scrubber for $19.95. And here's even a better deal. Call in the next 10 minutes and we'll give you a second scrubber free. Keep one in your car to help clean up after fast food accidents. And as a special gift, we'll also give you our automotive kit to easily buff those nicks and scratches off your paint. If Ultimate Scrubber is not the most amazing cleaning tool, return it for a full refund of the purchase price. You get it all. 2 complete Ultimate Scrubbers, the automotive kit, and the guarantee. An $80 value, all for just $19.95. This is a TV-only offer and is not available in stores, so call now.
Call 1-800-972-4987 to get your Ultimate Scrubber for only $19.95 plus $8.95 shipping and handling. Must be 18 or older to call.
They call it kindergrind, but should 5-year-olds learn to read and write rather than cut and paste? Eye on America, Monday on the CBS Evening News with Bob Schieffer. Experience you can trust.
Discouraging teenagers from a life of crime is a long-standing goal of schools and law enforcers. Encouraging them to go into law enforcement themselves is a new approach. Students getting a taste of law and order are the focus of tonight's Weekend Journal.
Next fourth, move!
16-year-old Manal Ramadan spent this past summer in training for a potential career in law enforcement.
First thing we're going to do is a J-turn. This is an advanced maneuver.
The high school senior is among 30 students selected out of nearly 100 who participated in an internship program sponsored by the Essex County, New Jersey Prosecutor's Office.
Law really wasn't one of my things to do in life. I really want to become a doctor or a nurse. And there's a lot of that in my family, so I said, let me try a new thing.
We'll go hit a silhouette target.
During the 5-week program, students split their time between the classroom, where they learn about criminal law and vehicular homicide, and the State Police Training Academy for a taste of the physical challenges of becoming an officer.
Close that gap!
Keisha Trotman developed the internship 4 years ago after noticing that many young people distrusted law enforcement.
Some of it was, their own personal experience, but a lot of it was just misperception because of stories they'd heard. So we wanted to offer young people an opportunity to have a positive hands-on experience with various aspects of the criminal justice and judicial system.
Do it again.
Trooper Greg Herbert says these students are taught the same skills and values as recruits and go through the same rigorous physical training.
We're showing them standards of excellence that are here. And no matter what you choose to do in your life, if you want to succeed at it, it's going to take a lot of hard work.
Graduate Sherry Ann Gonzalez says the internship helped her decide to seek a career as a prosecutor.
It's a broad survey course that you would take in college. You are introduced to every branch of the prosecutor's office, the investigators, the public defenders, even the detention houses.
Graduate Keith Young is waiting to get into the police academy.
A regular street cop for now. And, if I feel like going up more, and there's always a promotion.
Manal Ramadan, who had considered a career as a doctor or nurse, now says she's determined to pursue one in criminal justice.
And the yelling, yes, is very harsh sometimes, but we understand it very well. And it's not an experience that you could, not have in a lifetime. When you look back at it, you'll say, I really did have fun.
And in an effort to appeal to even younger students, the Essex County Police Academy recently started a 1-week junior program for children ages 12 through 14. We'll be right back.
Are you tired of wearing food in your lap? Does that old-fashioned TV tray have you painfully hunched over? When you need to get closer, there's TableMate. TableMate makes whatever you're doing more comfortable. Its ingenious design allows you to sit back, relax, and slide the table right up to your body. You'll love getting close to TableMate. Whether it's eating, reading, or writing, TableMate will serve your family well. Ouch, cross-leg trays force you to the edge, but TableMate slides to you for more comfort. It easily adjusts to 6 different heights and 3 comfortable angles. It's like having 18 tables in one. TableMate's extra-large surface transforms from a kid's art easel to a yummy snack server in a snap. Converts from a convenient card table to the most comfortable laptop workstation you'll ever find. And when you're done, it folds flat for storage or stacks for easy access. TableMate is extremely lightweight, yet strong enough to hold up to 50 pounds and still slides with the touch of a finger. Amazing! Use TableMate to tailgate, poolside, on the boat or RV. It's the most portable table you'll ever use. You could spend over $250 on different tables to do what just one TableMate can, but you won't pay that. Call now and get the incredible TableMate for only $29.95. But it gets better. For our special TV customers, we'll also include this remote control organizer, a $20 value free. It's ideal for keeping all your remotes in one safe place. It conveniently fits over any armrest and even stores your TV books and snacks. Yours free. TableMate comes with a lifetime replacement guarantee. If it ever breaks, buckles, or bends, we'll replace it free for life. You get the TableMate remote organizer and the lifetime guarantee, an $80 value, all for just $29.95. And when you call, ask how to get a TableMate free. Call now.
Call 1-800-382-6442 to order your TableMate for $29.95 and find out how you can get another TableMate free. This incredible offer won't last. Call 1-800-382-6442.
The mystery surrounding a 4-year-old New York City girl may have been solved. Young Valerie Lozada was seen on television around the country telling how she was dropped off on a city street in the middle of the night by a man she said was her father. Today, police charged that man with murdering the child's mother, who was his live-in girlfriend. Of the thousands of children who were separated from their parents by Hurricane Katrina, many have been reunited with the help of the media and other organizations. But for many more, the long-term prospects are far less certain, as we hear now from Sandra Hughes.
One of the lingering tragedies of Hurricane Katrina is the children, those few who are still looking for parents lost in the storm.
If you have any information, please call 1-800.
Or the hundreds whose parents have been so financially devastated, they may not be able to care for them. Thousands of miles away from the storm surge, this sad fact hit Elena Zanaro and Art Madison very hard.
I come in in her office, and she's just crying and looking on the internet at all these little faces.
They decided what they could do was start a new family. So they went online and sent this email, willing to adopt or foster children of Hurricane Katrina. On the internet, offers are everywhere to do the same.
We can no longer sit back and just watch the news.
These are the images that stirred their hearts to offer something extraordinary. Children like this little boy, who found himself in Salt Lake City with no parents.
I don't know where they're at. I can't find none of my family. Yeah, I'm the only one here.
I literally get hundreds of emails daily of people who are saying, how can I help?
Louisiana Child Protection official Renda Hodnett has been working overtime to place children in emergency foster care in her state. Many others are in foster care in Texas, but she expects many more will still enter the system in the weeks to come. As for adoption, while people may have the immediate urge to help, there are no children available for immediate placement. Instead, everything will be done as part of the largest ever reunification effort to put children with some living relative. Months ahead, if children do become available for adoption,
it's going to take us probably a year or a year and a half before we become eligible for adoption.
Elena and Art will still be waiting with open arms. Sandra Hughes, CBS News, Los Angeles.
And tomorrow on Sunday morning, actress Gwyneth Paltrow. Then on Face the Nation, the battle for Iraq. I'm Maurice Dubois, CBS News in New York. Good night.
For news 24 hours a day, click on CBSNews.com. Brought to you in part by Walmart, working together with local suppliers to bring your community local goods, job opportunities, and low prices.
CBS News. As a professional chef, I get inspired by foods that just taste better. Like these Eggland's Best eggs. They always taste fresh from the farm. They're flavorful, delicious, perfect.
As a nutritionist, I'm impressed that Eggland's Best have 10 times more vitamin E and 25% less saturated fat than ordinary eggs. In fact, EBs are the only eggs I give my husband, the chef.
Eggland's Best. A perfect marriage of taste
and nutrition.